Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by LogicDolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively work against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at trying to do this correctly, and I failed the first try. LogicDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Spot of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and you can find more information on those games at handelabra.com. I wanted the chat to have a fade out, but it clearly does not have a fade out, so I have to fix this. Because I changed the layout, as you can see. And if you haven't noticed, I am no longer LogicDolphin, I am now LogicDolphin. For reasons. I decided to rebrand into a name that was a little bit more fitting of what I want to be as a streamer. Since I do this Dolphin's Dive on Handelabra, and I've also been doing some Slay the Spire on my own personal channel. And since I'm an instructor by nature, it just seems better to go with something a bit more logically minded than lewdly minded. I want this to fade out. Try that. You see a typo on the screen. There's a typo on the screen? Does that have to do with the Kickstarter? It's the Kickstarter. I thought it was like I did some typo. Oh shoot, I did not want to copy that. Wanted to do this. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I am doing this poorly. So want to paste that. Hit OK. Oh, that's kind of bad now, isn't it? That I actually need to put a theme. I did need a theme. Okay. Preview. Check. No, that's not the thing I wanted. Okay, that's a bit closer to what I want. Check. Sorry, I whipped this together fairly quickly. Okay, that will work fine. Apologies for the very quick thing. So the problem with the old source is that it says LogicDolphin, which we don't want to have. So we're going to go with this until I come up with something better, or maybe we'll just stick with this. After all, this is what John uses, basically. Thank you, Wally, for the support. As we're currently in a transition, it's always going to be full of flubs. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the screen first for 30 seconds. It should fade away after 30 seconds. I don't really like the full screen sources as much because it covers up stuff. I'm covering up parts of the game right now. So like if there's anything here that's being displayed, you can't see it. Oh, it is fading. Okay, perfect. But some people prefer to see the game on full size as opposed to it being 70% of the screen, so you know, thumbs up to whatever you want or whatever benefits you. It's personal preference. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I tried really hard to say LogicDolphin, and I thought really hard about the intro and how I was going to say you can follow me personally at Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at LogicDolphin, no digits. And as soon as I got to the it became Lou. A frame template for our streamers to use and customize. Ooh, that would be smart. Yeah, so let me just, I should probably double check. Okay, I'm covering up text right now. See, there's text right here. There's text right here that you can't read. And it's actually somewhat important text. Thousands of unblinking eyes stared at Nightmist as she completed the incantation. A moment, or was it only a moment in this place, passed, and her group was now 4, not 2. The Argent bowed in greeting to Faye and the Harpy. I came as soon as I could. What is Gloomweaver up to this time? Nightmist's eyes were white, seeing activity elsewhere. He does not threaten our world, but another, more desperate one. He has a different name in that place. They have powerful mages, but they need our help. Lifeline nodded. Our power exists to defend the vulnerable. Show us the way. This one-shot requires Infernal Relics and Oblivion. Help save Gravehold with the New Age Kickstarter launching June 1st. Visit aeonsenddigital.com. And John has linked the Kickstarter in the chat. So do check that out. We are playing against Skinwalker Gloomweaver, I believe, versus Darkwatch Nightmist, Argent Adept, Harpy, and Lifeline in the Realm of Discord. 25% funded! Woo! As I enter this world, you drift away, Mistchild. You cannot save yourself or your friends. Your hate bleeds into this world. No more, fiend. Release your corporeal hold. I am not even trying to make voices today. That's fine. And right now I'm hiding how many hit points Lifeline has, so you can't see that. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna stop criticizing that. It's part of what I don't like about the big screen. Right, so Skinwalker Gloomweaver, standard difficulty, not challenged because we're not fighting against Spite Agent of Gloom, and not advanced, although I forget what the advanced does. But Darkwatch Nightmist has the Elder Ring, Enlightenment, Mistfield Recovery, and Scouring Mists. Argent Adept has Alacritus Subdominant, Arcane Cadence, Counterpoint Bulwark, and Inspiring Supertonic. Darkwatch Harpy has Arcane Explosion, Eldritch Training, and 2 Swift Summonings. And Bloodmage Lifeline, actually, which means we have AoE damage, has a Nordidian Sulfax, 2 Repair Ley Lines, and an Unleash Energy. So what does Skinwalker Gloomweaver do? The first time a non-villain target is destroyed each turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. When Gloomweaver would be destroyed, his villain character card flips to the Rotting God side instead. I remember seeing this and thinking, oh, that is phrased weirdly, but that's kind of just because this is, if you ignore that this says a "the" in it, flips to the side instead, but there's 2 "thes", so it sounds weird. At the end of the villain turns, Gloomweaver deals the non-villain target with the second lowest HP 3 melee damage. And on the flip side, when flipped to the side, Gloomweaver's maximum HP is 100. Gloomweaver is restored to 100 HP. At the start of the villain turn, Gloomweaver deals each target 4 infernal damage. Whenever a cultist is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck is played. Whenever a target is destroyed, Gloomweaver regains 2 HP. At the end of the villain turn, Gloomweaver deals each non-hero target 2 infernal damage. We could shrink the game and have a black border. Well, shrinking the game would then basically put us back to the sort of layout that I typically have, but I don't know. Let's play with full screen for a bit. We have the Pouch of Bones, so reduce damage dealt to zombies. Note that Skinwalker is a zombie by 1, and whenever a zombie enters play, each villain target regains 4. I don't know why I'm reading every card out today. At the end of that hero's turn, that hero's player discards 1 card, or Gloomweaver deals that hero 4 psychic damage. We do not have the Amulet of the Elder Gods yet. There's someone that doesn't mind being dealt damage. We have a Counterpoint Bulwark. We can't activate it because we do have base activate perform text, Argent Adept. Also possible that this can just get destroyed. Your play phase, so you're not doing anything else, right? Except hitting something. Put it next to Lifeline. So, we can control the top 3 cards of our deck, which generally speaking means we want to hold off on effects that look at our cards until we control what's on the top. I think it's pretty fair to play Elder Ring. I do like the damage. I know some people don't necessarily play this because Nightmist hits herself, but we have a Scouring Mists here that can do a bunch of damage to many targets when we do play it. Let me go put that Elder Ring in play and see if we can set up for either Scouring Mists or one of the top 3 cards. 2 of which are a Planar Banishment, 1 is a Mist-Filled Recovery. Well, we don't have any cards in our hand that care about cards in our hand. Kind of sounded a bit repetitive, but like we're not playing a card that says discard one of your cards and then do something based on sparkle numbers. So I think we take the Planar Banishment 1 for now. We put Mist-Filled Recovery 3 on top. Potentially for Scouring Mists or Enlightenment. Mist-Filled Recovery I don't really play that often. Hello Seamus, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive with LogicDolphin. So this version of Lifeline does hit himself. Plus he tends to also hit himself. That's actually a pretty good AoE damage right there. We could somehow set it up for the Sable Pin to be destroyed by the Nordidian Self-Axe. That would actually be interesting, but this would do slightly more damage to things. The name change was a logical choice. Yes, it was. This Darkwatch Harpy, which can control her tokens a bit better. Just thinking, do we counterpoint here? Or do we Inspiring Supertonic here? Like if we have Lifeline go off and deal 2 damage, then this Sable Pin is at 7. We could try an Arcane Explosion. We probably want to save the damage on that. We could get all the controls though, with Eldritch Training flipping an Avian, Refocus flipping an Avian. We get 5 controls, or 5 arcanes. Flip an arcane, we deal 4 damage to each non-hero target and 1 damage to each target. I mean, this is going to do 6 damage either way. Nightmist and Argent are in the same phase as our Harpy and Lifeline. They're both, you know, kind of situated the same way. Yeah, it's kind of amusing. The other thing is, how concerned am I about this Sable Pin? 4 damage is 4 damage. You have 33 hit points. Pose, yeah, but I didn't know what you meant. Maybe I just go for more setup first? I could put Counterpoint to help with the self damage, deal himself 1 damage, this deals him 3 damage. Seems like sense. We could do a reduction on Nightmist, because she hits herself, even though we did put out the Elder Ring. So now Harpy. Could randomly play a card. It's reveal and then play the card. We do know what's on the top of Nightmist's deck, but it's not a card we wanted to play. Not have any cards to destroy for this, but really we're... Actually, the interesting thing is we could play this, use the power on here to play either Swift Summoning or whatever else I draw, and then use its power immediately. Could be worth. And if I'm not destroying something. I could have played Swift Summoning and then destroyed Swift Summoning, I guess. Have Direct Strike. Flip 2 arcanes, draw 2, discard up 2, it will be 3 avians, and anytime I discard, deal 1 damage. I think playing Argent Adept is safe though. No matter what he plays. He plays the harp. Harp's good. Harp's pretty good. We have Nightmist set up, so we don't want to play this. Not going to be using that right away. Probably want to save the AoE. Let's do this Sulfax. Let's do damage to everything. Cosmic Immolation. That seems beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. And Harpy and Lifeline still have the same pose. Alright, so what's happened? A vast following came out. There was nothing in the trash. It played its top card as a cursed acolyte. This is not base Gloomweaver, so when we destroy a cultist, we do not get a zombie, which is nice. But if we do destroy the explosive bubbles, we'll play a card. And there will be blood. Argent Adept has means of healing himself. I mean, actually with Inspiring Supertonic, he has Sustain. His next play is going to be Inspiring Supertonic, probably, to do a power and regain 2 hit points. And he could also still activate the Perform on this if we so wanted, or we can give the power to someone else. Which, if we have Lifeline with Cosmic Immolation, that's probably going to be what we're doing. He's using his powers a lot. Do we need to deal the damage? We have a 3 on top. We can deal 4 damage to 3 targets. This can deal 4 and 3 damage, which destroys a target, so you deal each villain target 3 damage. Currently it's destroying Disable Pin with Cosmic Immolation. It doesn't kill the cursed acolyte, so we would need a little bit more damage there, so we could do damage on the acolyte, the pouch, and Gloomweaver off of Scouring Mists. I think we ignore the bubbles. Oh, I then proceeded to hit. Oh, shoot. I cannot undo. It's okay. I'll focus on the Nemesis more. It's like playing Slay the Spire. If you click the wrong thing, it's your fault. We can have a Planar Banishment, Enlightenment, and Master of Magic. Master of Magic is pretty good. Which means that we're probably gonna play it. Now I have a card that cares about hit points and sparkles on cards, so I took the wrong Planar Banishment then. But definitely Master on top. And in case I decide to change my mind, I'll probably put the Planar Banishment 3 on top. So now we Inspire. It's probably still going to be to use Counterpoint Bulwark. We do want a little bit more protection on Lifeline, especially because he's going to get the +2. Two hit points. So now with Instrumental Conjuration, we can get Zoo's Bell, which will also allow us to activate the Accompany. One player may draw a card now. Or also actually, the Lyra, Tolkien's Lyra, would activate the perform of the harmony, the accompany of the rhythm. That might be a bit better. I don't know. Fuse Bell is the one rare one that activates the perform of the rhythm. There's no other instrument that activates the perform of the rhythm other than Zeus Bell. Vocalize also activates the perform text, but when you play with a variant of Argent Adept, you don't get that. I don't think we're arcaning. At the start of your turn, the Harpy deals up to 3 targets 1 infernal damage each. Then, if there are 3 or more avian control tokens, destroy this card. I think we can manage that. We're definitely flipping controls. We definitely want more arcanes than avians because this benefits us more with arcanes. This would be counterproductive to that goal, so we're gonna conjure the aura. Am I gonna do that power though? I guess if I do swift summoning and I accidentally flip an arcane, then conjured aura gets destroyed. I don't really have a card I want to play though. So I'm just gonna do swift summoning. Argent Adept again. You have the Saraband of Destruction. Cosmic Emulation. I destroyed a target this way. And the bubbles are still at max hit points. Each player may destroy any number of their ongoing and their equipment cards. Then any hero with ongoing and their equipment cards in play deals themselves 3 sonic damage. Yay! I'm definitely not destroying anything, even with Cosmic Immolation there. Hey! Flip an avian. This is hitting 2 villains. Increased damage dealt by zombies by X. No more avians? Yeah, Strength of the Grave needs to go, but we have a really easy way of doing that. That's also reducing damage to Gloomweaver by 2. 2 total, that is. So, we now have revealed a Mists of Time. All of these are 3s. Mists of Time isn't really going to accomplish much, if at all. It would give us complete knowledge of what's in our deck, but we also have complete knowledge of the top 3 cards of our deck, so I don't think it's that valuable. We'll probably draw the other Enlightenment and put Mist of Time 3 on top to draw 3 off of it or something. So, you have the Saraband. I can activate it off of Vocalize. So if I want something that's going to give us more actions, it would be the Lyra, so that we can activate the Accompany of the Rhythm, so a player could draw a card now. We're not getting the -1 this turn. Might want to do some damage to the bubbles so that it doesn't keep hitting Lifeline. We're also going to want to try to keep Harpy alive, maybe? Currently, Gloomweaver is beating the crap out of Harpy. I think we're gonna conjure the Lyra. Lyra has to be in my deck, right? Nothing in my trash anyway. One player may draw a card. Who needs that card most? We do know what's on top of Nightmist. It's not one that we want, though. I could use Repair Leyline to give Adept a power this turn. True. We would get the -1 off that. Plus more actions, I guess. Oh, also, hello to Pycros and hello Team Orchid. Welcome to LogicDolphin stream, hosted by LogicDolphin. Well, that's not gonna hit Harpy. That's a card that could be played, I guess. It's not gonna hit Gloomweaver, though. I'll probably give Harpy the draw to try to get to applied numerology faster. I know nothing about this one shot, by the way. I generally don't read spoilers on flip the 3 targets. Yeah, so this lowers the explosive bubbles. I don't normally get spoiled on what's on the one shots. I do know they get posted early to the beta branch, but I don't pay attention to that. I know nothing about it. No reason to hit anyone else, right? When there are 3 or more arcane tokens, reduce damage dealt to the Harpy by non-hero targets by 1. And then retaliation if there are 3 avians, but we're trying to avoid having 3 avians. So that will give a damage reduction to Harpy, which will keep Harpy alive. Just keep giving, like, let's just have Argent Adept help Harpy and Harpy help Argent Adept, right? Drake's Pipes. Argent Adept is a pretty good target for this because he doesn't have any negative effects, like we could accidentally play an Arcane Explosion with Harpy, or self-damage on Lifeline, or, well, you know exactly what Nightmist has. With Argent Adept, you know, he would just most likely get more set up, which is pretty good. Plus, if he does do a thing that hurts someone, it will always be himself off of Polyphoric Flare, in which case he gets to use a power and he heals that back, so great. I am not destroying Cosmic Immolation, and I draw a card off of it, yay! You're dealing 3. Harpy's taking 2. So if we did use Counterpoint Bulwark, we could do a -1 on Harpy and she would take 1. And Repair Leyline would also give a hit point, so she would have a net profit on hit points. Or not a net profit. She would not lose any hit points is what I meant to say. Also, I guess we did draw, so now I know that Another cosmic immolation. We've had one cosmic immolation, yes, but what about second cosmic immolation? So we drew the Mists of Time 3. So the top is now Planar Banishment 3, which is fine. It's still a 3. Argent Adept gets the power. To activate the reduce damage, we need to do the vocalize. They'll do this to Lifeline, probably. Look at all these lashes, holy moly. Another direct strike. Apparently John stacked the decks so that all the applied numerologies are on the bottom. Thanks, John. So this hits Gloomweaver, Lifeline, Nightmist, Argent, Adept right now. The problem is, if I were to use my... Oh, that doesn't hit you. I would use Nordidian Sulfax, which would give Gloomweaver a card play. But whatever gets revealed, I would deal damage to, and actually, there's a +1 to damage right now. So I'd be dealing each villain target 4 damage. What's the worst that can happen? Anything? Anything can happen? Another Cursed Acolyte? A zombie? Make a one-shot where every hero starts with their best card, but if you play them, you surely lose. I don't think I'm going to lose, and don't call me surely. Maybe I just do Self-X directly on Gloomweaver. That's gonna do 5 and 4. Well, no, 4 and 3. 7 damage. 7 damage. You are the primary target. Ooh, Terminarch's casing. We can counter the pluses with minuses. It's a zombie. And because of Immune Frailty, we didn't actually avoid a hit point loss there. But hey, with Immune Frailty, actually, Lash of the Elements is pretty good. I'm not gonna flip that because we don't want arcanes, or rather we don't want avians, we want all the arcanes. Zombie eating the environment. Are we enlightening? Enlighten on Nightmist to get to Amulet sooner or something? I know that you don't really care for Amulet with this version of Nightmist too much because you're hurting for cards, but I also wouldn't mind having a Tome, because Tome gives extra cards. You lose what's on your top 3, but you also get extra cards. Argent Adept is like super setup, and he has an arcane, so he doesn't need draw. Harpy's getting draw, and also has lashes to play for days now. Lifeline has another cosmic immolation. He is very happy. He is the happiest Lifeline. I think we just enlighten Nightmist. Ow. There's a Star Shield necklace, and there's a tome. It's pretty good. So, I could just destroy the Elder Ring, since I'm not actually doing extra damage to meaningful targets right now. You don't have the redirect. The only other thing left that deals damage is self-damage. Probably fine. We're probably going to spend our next turns playing Tome and then Star Shield. We don't need an Oblivion from Nightmist when we have an Arcane Explosion from Harpy or AoE damage from Lifeline. Yeah, I think we destroy the Elder Ring. It served its purpose. It did a thing. Oh good, Heedless Slash. Completely counter my point. Thanks, John, for putting Heedless Slash on exactly the wrong card. Entirely your fault. Okay, so... we do have a Drake's Pipes. Do I need to destroy something with Saraband? Portal Fiend is going after Pouch of Bones right now, but that will change as we hit Gloomweaver. It's not likely that we're gonna do 21 damage to Gloomweaver, are we? Or 16, 11? 11? 21. No, 16. 20, 21. My gosh. And this is only 1 damage anyway. Who cares about that? Explosive Bubbles. It's hitting Gloomweaver, technically, right? I don't think we need to do the Saraband. We could do Zoo's Bell now. That will actually give us 2 card draws. If we really wanted, we could put out a Syncopated Onslaught. Give a +1 to Harpy. And then Lash does 3, 3, and 3. Oh my gosh. Lifeline already has enough pluses. I kind of like that. Let's go greedy. Go greedy or go home, right? That's the standard Sentinel's expression, is go greedy. We have to activate Vocalize. Don't target Nightmist with this one because she only has the self-damage. Kinda weird. Guess we still give the draw to Harpy. Defensive Preparation now allows for out-of-turn card plays. I deal up to 3 targets, 3 damage each. I could put bubbles at 1. I think that's perfect. I'm probably gonna actually use Refocus this turn. I'm gonna play Lash. Deal all the damage. Refocus and play Calling the Flock. Hugin and Munin come out. They want more Avians, but that's too bad for them. But you'll also be dealing 3 damage. Or flipping a token back or something. So we Lash now. Deals 5 targets. I want to kill the bubbles. If I did bubbles again, or if I did Lash again, I could take out the Pouch of Bones. But I think 2, 4, 6, 7. Self-X takes out the Pouch. And then Lifeline deals each villain target 1 + 2 + 2 + 1 infernal damage. Oh my gosh. I want to put the Portal Fiend in check. it could be maybe targeted by Gloomweaver. Right? This is 9 damage. It'd be at 5 hit points. It would be second lowest. It should be targeted by Gloomy. Right? Yeah. And now you're going to be dealing at 4 damage. I don't need to actually hit the zombie servant here. I won't. To flip an Arcane. Fugue and Immunin are in my deck. Oh, this actually kills the bubbles, and it will kill the Portal Fiend. Oh, okay. I guess that might have been a reason to not hit the bubbles or something. That's okay. We'll put a new target out. Our new card out. The new card is a zombie servant. Well, you die anyway. I could also flip the Arcane, or the Avian back to Arcane so I could Lash next turn. Because otherwise, I guess I could use Refocus to do the flip. I could also play Lash regardless and deal myself a lot of damage. All right, Cosmic Immolation number 2. You don't always need a second Cosmic Immolation, but then you have it. Seven damage to each villain target. Oh, now you hit Argent Adept. Imbued Frailty is gone. Positive Energy Field is in. Actually, yeah, Portal Fiend is... Actually, you still hit Harpy. Oh, or you hit Huge and Immune. Put the Huge and Immune because there is at least one card that exists that heals Huge and Immune. You hit Lifeline. You hit Lifeline. Prepare to die. That was your first mistake. I think I'm gonna do Tome first, Star Shield second. Oh yeah, also, I guess there's healing off of Positive Energy Field. Mistbound is here. This one's fine. As soon as I take out things, might want to take out Portal Fiend. Maybe. Not sure yet. It is going to play a villain card, but taking out Portal Fiend would then mean some heroes would get the benefit of the heal. Huge and Immun's actually going to get in the way of this. But Harpy and Lifeline are currently being healed, and we can get Nightmist healed if we take out Zombie Servant. And I guess we could also get... Well, I guess once we start hitting Gloomweaver, Gloomweaver's going to start getting healed, so we can't really get Argent Adept healed off of it. We lost one of the +1s. So Lash is a little less good. I think I just want to get the bell. I'm not wanting to get out for 4 turns. Like, I want to be able to play Offensive Preparation to allow for card plays. Actually. We don't really have... I guess Nightmist could use with a little more setup. Get that Star Shield necklace out now. Although we don't know what's on top of her deck. You could play Call Forth and discard a 4. The flip side plays cards whenever a cultist is destroyed. You're also going to be dealing a little bit of damage, 4 and 2, which is going to be a number to Lifeline. With the +4, it's actually lethal right now. It's going to be 8 and 6, and he's at 10. So he probably wants minuses. So we're probably not going to do the +1 this turn, which means that Lash is now just 3 damage instead of 9. You get the Accompany of a Rhythm off of the Lyra to perform here. It's gonna get the bell. And then you have it. I'm gonna put this one on Nightmist. Just in case there's a Nemesis thing happening. Right, so I can actually activate that one twice or something. Just keep drawing cards, Harpy. Applied Numerology would help you a lot. Controllable Flock. End of your turn, deal X targets 1 projectile damage each, where X is the number of avian control tokens. At the start of your turn, flip an arcane token. So where is our Harpy Hex then? There are cards that Harpy would like to see and that she has not drawn yet. Granted, we're only a third of the way through her deck. Do we save Zombie Servant for Nordidian Self-Axe, or do we do Nordidian Self-Axe directly on Gloomweaver? Probably do it directly on Gloomweaver, so we work on taking out the Zombie Servant. Portal Fiend is Portal Fiending. Probably just hit it. If Gloomweaver gets another card play, so be it. Yeah, there are targets. Oh yeah, Zombie Servant healed it back. That's great. Sadistic Dissonant is now in play. Terminarch's casing, right? That can provide for 5 damage at the end of my turn. I'm dealing 6 and 5 off of this. Puts you down to 7. Means Gloomhaven's gonna start healing. I could take out the zombie with this, since we kind of neglected taking out the zombie other ways. But now more of us will heal. And more of us will heal. Oh, no. Well, I guess Portal Fiend is higher than our party. Oh boy, Nightmist has the pin. Guess we gotta put a pin in that. Psh. What does the pin do? That hero's player discards a card chosen randomly. That's fine. I have cards. Lifeline has lived about an hour longer than he did in your game. You only have yourself to blame. The pin is getting in the way. Burnt brightly. Am I going to need my top 3? I don't think I do. Probably gonna call forth next. I lost Scouring Mists. Oh no! Oh no! I was gonna discard... Wait, how many relics are in my deck? Still 6? I want to keep the Mistbound, and I want to discard Mistfield Recovery for Call Forth. Probably gonna miss some time. Hit points are good right now. Inventive Preparation seems good right now. It has only healed non-heroes, except for Huge and Immunin. That needs to change. Two, 4, 6. 4 to yourself. And you can play a card afterwards. And then we can have you deal yourself 3. Play 2 more cards. Well, the problem is every time I play a card, there's heals that are happening. And draw a card. Could I Unnatural Upheaval for 5 damage? It's gonna heal Gloomhaven when it enters play. Could destroy Sadistic Dissonant. Could destroy uncontrollable flock to make sure we kill Gloomweaver this turn. Just to get the show on the road. X is the number of ongoing cards. 2 + 2 + 2. Somehow seems not good. When we destroy Gloomweaver, then he won't be lowest, and then one of us will be healed off of positive energy field, so I think getting rid of this earlier rather than later seems correct. I've destroyed 2 cards. Cards have been destroyed this turn. We've destroyed 2 cards. Deal 1 target. 2 + 1 is 3, + 2 + 2 is 7. That should be enough damage. Yeah. This text is not updating. Seems wrong. Okay, so now card plays would heal Portal Fiend, Portal Pin, and Hugin and Munin. Unnatural upheaval bug is fixed. Alright, great. John is so good, he fixes a bug as soon as it appears. My Arcane Explosion to make sure that... So now whenever a target is destroyed, Gloomweaver regains 2. So if we take out Portal Fiend, Gloomweaver regains 2, but if we hit Portal Fiend first, then Gloomweaver is not regaining hit points. You would hit each target for 1. But we do have... This doesn't increase damage to Lifeline by Harpy. So Lifeline wouldn't be damaged. Harpy wouldn't be oh, Harpy would be damaged. This is targeted. Nightmist and Lifeline. So Argent, Adept, and Harpy would be dealt 1 damage. But then it would probably get it healed back with Portal Fiend gone and Indigo Pin gone. So then there's 1 Portal Fiend at 7, or actually 6. Hugin and Munin at single digits. Lifeline and Harpy would then be healed. That seems worth it. Oh, it's actually not going to do enough damage because we're going to flip the token first, so it's going to do 3 damage. Oh, and you're also going to heal before it happens too. Well, you're still going to be, it still will be enough damage. Just it's going to be slightly more to heroes. I think it still makes sense to play it. So this order, oh, you are going to regain hit points now. So it is a lot worse than expected. But we can make sure it's only 3 hit points and not 4. Oh, actually, does this change the damage? I can't rewind it, but probably would have been good to do that in a correct order, right? Yep. Oh, it's also nemesis damage. So it's good we put a -1 on Lifeline then. Okay, so note to self. I don't think I've actually... I feel like I haven't played Conjured Aura that much, which seems weird because this is a pretty good card. But note to self, when you are playing Arcane Explosion with Conjured Aura, you can do less damage to hero targets by hitting yourself and flipping an avian. Okay, great. Lesson learned. Which means I get to upgrade a card at random. But psh. This is only going to be hitting us for the time being, so I might as well get rid of it earlier rather than later. I could also hit myself to flip tokens, apparently, if I so wanted. So we don't have uncontrollable flock, so we're not having uncontrollable damage at the moment. But the card draw seems good. Another Arcane Explosion. And a Conjured Aura. And Applied Numerology. That's what I've wanted this entire time. So now, be careful, because if I flip too many arcanes, Conjured Aura is going to get destroyed. But now we can reveal 2 hero decks. I could also actually lower this to 0 if I really was scared. I'm not scared. We can fix it with Argent Adept if it comes to it. We'll reveal the top card of 2 hero deck. Probably gonna reveal Lifeline here. Silver Shadow and Harrow. Alright, those are 2 one-shots. Heal yourself. 3 + 2 + 2 -1 is 5. Deal 7 damage. Or accompany and play. Or draw for whatever reason. The company could allow for a card play from anyone. Could do Call Forth right now. Ley Line's probably fine to play. Also, a hero other than Lifeline may use a power. Oh, and that would then give Argent Adept his full routine. Okay. Okay. So now Argent Adept is just gonna have a full play. He's gonna have a power phase followed by a play phase. Welcome to Whose Turn Is It Anyway? So, not only is each hero target gaining a hit point, but this is going off. Elder Ring, Inventive Preparation, Calling the Flock, Calculated Action. Oh, time flies. So no more hit points, but now 2 card plays and 2 card draws for everyone. Plus an extra villain play. So things are gonna get interesting. Argent Adept uses a power, of course. I think doing Zoo's Bell and getting another set of -1s. Giving another one to Lifeline because he has +2 still. Now it's +1. Nightmist has a -1. Argent Adept can heal a lot more easily than Harpy, so give the other Harpy. So no card plays are no longer gonna heal people. What equipments are still in here? Infernal Detonator, Orphic Repository, Vitality Battery. That's sustain. Can we destroy Portal Fiend with Lifeline then? Pretty sure we can. Right? Thought we had... Oh, I already played the damage dealer one. He would deal himself 2 right now. -2 from that. -1 from this, so that's -2. You could play Calculated Action into Calculated Action to draw 3 cards and then play one of them. Potentially finding the damage to take out Portal Fiend. Ordidian Sulfax would deal 6 and 5. Oh, that already just kills the Portal Fiend. Okay, then I don't need to worry about that. They would hit Gloomweaver for 5. I could also hit this directly on Gloomweaver, but destroying targets during Lifeline's turn seems better. This is basically Lifeline's Gloomweaver effect. You restore 2 hit points, I restore 2 hit points. Let's give the card play to Nightmist to try to find that amulet. Star Shield Necklace. Amulet of the Elder Gods. Amulet of the Elder Gods. Elder Ring. So now what we can start doing is using this innate again. We can play Amulet on Nightmist's turn. We could also... Can't play it right now. Oh, actually... Oh, play a card. Yeah, we're still in the middle of a phase, aren't we? Ooh, Polyphoric Flare? What powers are left? Drake's Pipes? Ooh, actually, Vocalize is still up. Do we want another -1? I think we want another -1. It's still Harpy's turn, yes. Oh yeah, reduce the damage, right? You don't have a -1 yet, so this would be 1 damage. Lifeline, Lifeline, Nightmist, Harpy, yes. Reduce the damage. So now give another -1 to Lifeline. Reduce damage dealt to Lifeline by 3! I could give this to Argent Adept now. On the other hand, this is a Gloomweaver Nemesis, or Nightmist is a Gloomweaver Nemesis, so Nightmist would actually need a -2 to be on the same game as Harpy. I think we do a -2. -2. So we don't have the amulet in play yet, so. Okay, oh yeah, we're gonna flip that token then, don't we? Flip the avian, so now I don't have to worry about flipping it back. I am not destroying. Ooh, I'm not destroying. Okay, so we found damage dealers there. And I actually have 2 card plays because of Time Flies already, so I could calculated action to draw 3, and then I can calculated action to play 2, and then I would still have 2 card plays. And I would be taking 1 + 2 + 2 -3 -1. I'd take 1 damage. Actually, the first one is reduced by Harpy. There's no reason not to do this. Imagine having 2 Cosmic Immolations in play and taking 0 damage off of calculated action. Oh my gosh. You can also play 3 cards. Play 4 cards with a second calculated action. Get all the equipments in play or something? Unleash energy as well? Oh my god. This is the turn where shit goes down. I could also frickin' move cards from my trash. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what you're saying is... So how many card plays are left? I played this, I was at 1, but I'm playing 2 more. I played this, so there are 2 left, but I'm playing 2 more. This is the one of the card plays, but we're still in the action of this card play, so it's actually 4 more card plays. So I don't want to do Enclave's Tech because that shuffles my trash, and I could take Harrow back or repair Leyline. Oh my god. And Argent Adept has another power phase! Yay! Okay. So... do we have any other ongoings? Do we sacrifice ongoings here? I think it's a bit premature to do that. I mean, obviously we want most of these anyway. I could play Cryptic Alignment and destroy Cryptic Alignment. I could also play Cryptic Alignment. Actually, this counts itself, right? But why would I do Cryptic Alignment when I can do Nordidian Self-Axe? I'm just gonna do Unnatural Upheaval. Oh, right, yeah, do this for the damage. Oh my god. Whatever I destroy with this will maintain the damage for the second Unnatural Upheaval? Okay, I'm kind of going mad with power now. Surely I can destroy 3. Yeah, we have another Swift Summoning. And with Argent Adept having 1,000,000 turns, we don't need that either. Saraband hasn't been doing much. Eight. So now I have 3 plays left. Because we're on the second play off of Calculated Action. So now we do Haunting Memories. Take Repair Leyline. Take Unnatural Upheaval. You take Unleash Energy. I have 2 plays left. I'm gonna play Unleash Energy. Oh my god. I destroyed a target during my turn, so I can regain hit points. Yay! I'm gonna play a card. I have 2 card plays left. We'll play Repair Leyline. Probably should have actually played that first, honestly. Before Unleash Energy, but that's fine. If another Silver Shadow. Target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage. Or Argent Adept not able to deal damage. Argent Adept gets another power phase. Do I just Nordidian Sulfax the Ethereal Bonds and then use my Innate instead of doing another power? No. Zuzu's Bell. Minus, minus. Now have a -4 on Lifeline. I think I will finally put 1 on Argent Adept. Oh my god. And I can allow for a card play. Yes, yes, yes. I will have Lifeline play another card. Leyline Shift. Discard the top card of each deck. So hero decks. Oh, that doesn't actually tell me anything. Okay, fine, whatever. One of these can be put into play. First time withdraw a card, I can use a power instead. What? What? And a player other than me can play a card. Lifeline. I could combo this again. I could destroy more. Destroy more. Pretty sure I do want that extra power. That's more damage. I think I'm gonna not counterpoint Bulwark anymore. I think we can win next round. I think we don't need Master of Magic anymore. 12 damage. Now hit points here. All right. We are now on my last play. I think it's finally cryptic alignment. 3 and 3, 2 and 1, 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 3. And I will use a power now. I will discard a card to deal another 8. And that finally ends my turn. Not quite. I have this damage to do. I'm pretty sure Gloomweaver started this turn at 99 hit points. Oh no, Argent can't deal damage. Oh no, Argent still can't deal damage. Okay. Well. Imagine having all 2 cosmic immolations and still reducing damage by 1. We have a zombie servant that didn't get destroyed yet. We have a chosen disciple. And this is gonna take out the zombie servant. And then the chosen disciple is not gonna do that much. I'm gonna put a zombie servant out, I guess. And hits Argent Adept. You hit someone like Nightmist for 0. Okay, so somehow Gloomweaver lost hit points on his own turn. That didn't seem wise. Ooh, okay, Amulet combos with Harrow. You have another card play. If for some reason this game lasts another turn, we're gonna do Mistbound. Gloomweaver cannot play cards, and I don't think it really matters. I'll just draw more for amulet purposes. Mistform has now joined the party. Now we're removing a bajillion reduced damage effects. So, Silver Shadow. Someone could play a card like Lifeline playing Harrow. He doesn't have all the minuses anymore, but he'll survive this. Right? 6? Yeah, he'll survive that. Damage Gloomweaver. Hit Nightmist. Nightmist redirects. Nightmist redirects to Gloomweaver. And now I don't want to take out a target because that would heal Gloomweaver, so we're not going to deal any more damage there. I'm going to play a card. This is play 2, or still on my first of 2 plays, basically. We're gonna give the power to Lifeline this time. there anything I can do to speed things up? If we were to find the polyphoric flare, I cannot deal damage, so I can't use another power that way. I don't feel like most of these effects are going to work. I'll just put out Akpunku's drum, and then I'll Arcane Cadence for an instrumental conjuration, just to finish out the instrument party. My trash has one instrument. That all of my instruments? It is. I think the pluses work better with Nordidian Sulfax still. Probably could have been doing this for a long time, but I was more focused on getting set up. I'm gonna keep Lifeline's card because Lifeline needs to have a card to discard if we're gonna use another power or something. Give this to Harpy. You would probably kill Lifeline with that. You know, people don't have as many other exciting powers. Turns out Lifeline was the big damage dealer all along. But maybe the real damage dealers were the friends we made along the way. Yeah, Direct Strike would have been good too. Just lose all my cards. In fact, I win this turn. Oh, right, I have a +1 because of Huge and Immune. This is projectile damage. Okay, we win faster than I was thinking because I was gonna flip an Arcane, or flip an Avian, do another Direct Strike, and win that way. I win! And I kept Lifeline alive. It turns out, Cosmic Immolation is a good card. Okay, it's 8:43. So, to continue on the Villain Brigade, we have successfully defeated all versions of Bad Bomber Blade, so we move on to the next one in the classic lineup, which is probably going to be Omnitron. Base Omnitron, oh, he's cool and all. But Cosmic Omnitron, this is where the fun gets to happen. We'll start with basic. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fight all of the villains on all of the difficulties, standard, advanced, challenge, and ultimate. And I guess you can see I've already done that already with Omnitron. I have achievements for those, but not so much for all of the other ones. Or does it not track the variants? Yeah, just I guess that shows up for everyone, but not for the variants. Yeah. Lifeline is not impossible to keep alive, but you do need to focus to keep him alive. Yeah, and I did focus on keeping him alive. Doesn't track variants. Fair enough. It looks like I did do this with base Omnitron, but we're still gonna do it anyway because that's how I roll. We're gonna start with standard. Standard Omnitron. It says here difficulty 2, but the original manual listed it as difficulty 1, and it's one that I did disagree with. Because you can be very screwed by his cards. He can be very easy if he plays well. He can be very hard if he keeps destroying your setup and dealing damage and whatnot. He has very potent card destruction. You can destroy all of your ongoings and then deal you H+1 damage because screw you. You could then destroy all of your equipment cards and deal you 2 lightning damage for each equipment card that was destroyed. Environments that play villain cards give it a +1. Yeah, it could get the Electropulse Explosive, the EPE, on the environment turn, which immediately deals 15 damage to all hero targets. I don't know. I think it's not difficulty 1 even without the environment factored in, just because he has 100 hit points, which is a lot. He also has a lot of cards that you sometimes have to deal with earlier rather than later, so it's... I don't know. But in any case, I am not the judge of difficulty. We have, on our random deck, we have Freedom 5, Bunker. Freedom 6 Bunker, that is. When I say Freedom 5, I mean Freedom 6. He provides us ongoing destruction, yay! Fugue State Parse. If we discard cards, we have bottom card plays from someone else. Dark Watch Setback, because we kind of needed one hero with a lackluster base power. And base Nightmist. So that's the one shot. All heroes start with best card bait, but what you need to do is stop the environment playing EPE. Oh my gosh. Okay, John. We're also in Court of Blood. Court of Blood could be really good, actually, if it stops non-vampire targets from regaining HP. Chickaboos in gear. We've got just one shot at this, so stay on track. Freedom 6 Bunker has external combustion, grenade launcher, maintenance unit, turret mode. Fugue State Parse has data mining, extrasensory awareness, recompile, and reveal the flaws. In other words, Fugue State Parse has recompile and 3 cards to discard with it. Dark Watch Setback has Fumbling Fool, Reckless Rush, Silver Lining, Uncharmed Life. Nightmist has Elder Ring, Mist Form, Mist Field Recovery, and Planar Banishment. Base Omnitron basically does things based on which side he's on. He flips at the start of the villain turn, and at the start of the game he's going to flip to the rampaging robot side, so at the end of the villain turn the top card of the villain deck is played, so he gets 2 card plays. And on the front side, the villain trash is revealed, and the villain trash is shuffled, and cards are revealed from the top until one drone or component is revealed and it is put into play. So he recycles. It's the first of the month, shouldn't this be Oblivion now? Whoops. Oh well. Oh well. Terraforming, that's another bad card. Let's play a card that destroys 6 environment cards and then proceeds to have Omnitron play 6 cards. I mean, it's dependent on an environment that puts 6 cards into play, but you know. Actually, even in the base game, like, suppose that, like, you're in Wagner Mars base, Wagner Mars place puts down the countdown, which puts 2 cards from the environment deck underneath it, and then Omnitron plays Terraforming. You destroy 3 cards with this, so you play 3 villain cards. Pretty potent. Anyway. So, fun fact, if I take out the repair drone, then you bring back the repair drone. So we do not focus on the repair drone. We do not have a thing to destroy. So grenade launcher might be the play. Very possible Omnitron regains the hit points here. I think we don't even bother with that. It's possible the environment comes out and destroys it. There's no reason to hit it right now, I'm pretty sure. Like, even if we could put it down to 1 hit point or something. I don't know. It's better if you get it down to 1 hit point and it doesn't get destroyed, but it also would be better to just not have it accidentally be destroyed anyway. Device pacifist run. Yeah, well, that would kind of be very difficult with base Omnitron because the game's not over until all devices are destroyed. I actually watched someone stream Sentinels like 6 months ago. And they were playing against Omnitron, and they had destroyed Omnitron, and there were devices still in play. But the villain play area was empty, and they were really confused as to why they didn't win. They thought it might have been a bug and people were just playing cards hoping for the game to fix itself. So I had to tell them, you have to destroy Luminary's devices. Syntactic analysis. Stratosphere strats only. We've already discarded cards, so this will go off. Giving this to Nightmist is probably wise, because it could just be 2 card draws. Could also be 2 card draws to Setback. We could try to get to a better power for Setback, like looking up. Because these aren't doing anything. Reckless Rush adds tokens. I'm giving it to Nightmist. Heedless Lash and Call Forth. Now let's discard Mistfield Recovery. Yeah, Luminary was the very first hero to have non-villain devices, so... And I do know that my very, very, very limited knowledge of playtesting behind the scenes was that there was some discussion in the playtesting as to whether Luminary's cards should be devices, because it's going to clash with other device keywords like Omnitrons. Like, repair drones regain hit points. Oh, but that's based on drones. Are there other things that do things based on devices? Not quite. I mean, this one, yeah, says explicitly there are no devices in play. There's also Omnitron 4 that has devices in the game, and I think they do scale based on devices, right? Advanced effects devices, alright. Reduce damage dealt 2 devices, increase damage dealt by devices. Yeah. Heedless Lash? Heedless Lash. What did it reveal? I didn't even notice. I was not paying freaking attention. It revealed a 3. Scouring Mists. That seems like a hand card. Someone else can play a card at random from their deck, and these are 2 very dangerous heroes, so that's going to be Bunker. Grenade Launcher's already in play. Whoops. We have another recompile. Looks like we're gonna recompile again. We could save 2 damage to Nightmist. I will probably accept that. This is actually a somewhat good order to have Setback before Nightmist. Most situations, I don't really care for this base power, but this actually does work well with this. Put the amulet out, then you have it. Is there a worse card than EPE for the villain to play on the environment turn? Okay, I got it, John. You play in Time Cat, and you play whatever is the environment card that says at the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. It plays a second one, I don't remember if there's a third one, but it plays at least 2 of them, and then Omnitron plays Terraforming that then plays 2 EPEs. There we go. Rift in Time, yes. Actually, no, the third one has to be the... So you have to get the environment... Wait. No, yeah, the third one is the card that has Tachyon on it. And the Tachyon card says at the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the villain deck. So then Omnitron plays Terraforming, destroys 3 environment cards. So it plays 2 EPEs and then whatever. It plays destroy all ongoings and deal H+1 damage to all targets or something, just in case you survive 30 hit points of damage. Rep amulets. I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I'm gonna play Flat Cannon. You do have Matron Urtsy here. Reduces damage dealt to vampires by 1. At the end of the environment turn, each vampire regains 1 hit points. Doesn't do anything by itself. And since this is not advanced, we don't have damage reduction, so I don't think we reveal the flaws this game. Sensory awareness is actually fairly good in this game, so I think we keep both targeting arrows for damage purposes. The main issue with vampires is if terraforming comes out. True. But that's playing Omnitron on hard mode or something, I don't know. Okay, now I play bottom. Bottom plays quick calculation. Put 1 on bottom, 2 in my hand. So one of these is going to then get played. Well, not played immediately, but would be played in the future. Probably between the lines. And give card play to Bunker again. It's the least dangerous option. Omni Cannon is here. Reckless Rush number 2. So there's 2 schools of thought here. One school of thought is we play the safe game, take out the vampires so that terraforming doesn't destroy us, take out the drones so that Omnitron doesn't do as much with the drones. The other school of thought is rush Omnitron so that the game ends earlier. Actually, this is a perfect time for Mistform because you're going to flip to the side or replay 2 cards. Or not Mistforming, but Mistbounding to stop 2 card plays. That seems correct. Out. Mists of Time and Elder Ring, probably. And Bunker cannot play cards. Oops. And non-vampire targets cannot regain HP, so sorry Omnitron, your repair drone's not doing anything. That was a pretty lackluster environment turn, or villain turn, wasn't it? Turret mode? Is it too early for turret mode? I think we just combust instead. Don't have card draw or sustained for Omni Cannon, so I think we're not turret moding. I don't think I'm moving cards under Omni Cannon just yet either. Let's combust. Never too early for especially because you never know when your setup's going to be wiped. Okay, so the bottom card is not a discard card. I do want to get Snap Decision in play, which would then make this power always work, but is there a thing I can put into play that would discard a card? Extrasensory Awareness would discard, well, it actually wouldn't discard. It would discard a villain card and puts 2 on top in any order. I mean, that's just the counter Omnitron card, right? Complete control over what he does. Discard the back cards. Yeah, do that. Oh, those are all good cards. They're all really good cards. I shouldn't have done this. Can I not discard a card? Pretty please? Pretty please? The twist was that Omnitron was never doing anything. I fell for the trap. I also have a Fumbling Fool to discard cards if I end up with a really crappy Omnitron situation, but we're not in that crappy Omnitron situation. I can deal damage with this. Repair Drone is not doing anything, so hit Omnitron. Oh, I don't regain hit points though. Tragic. It turns out it goes both ways. Not only does Omnitron not regain hit points, but I also don't regain hit points. Oh, infernal damage is increased by 1, huh? Probably should have discarded though. It's fine. We'll start discarding next turn. We're building up the sustain. 11 cards, double digits, that's fine. Expecting an error. Okay, I guess we'll take out the repair drone after all. Whatever, fine. Okay, so it's good that we got the drone off of that. I could have gotten the component that we discarded. But it's good because this targets the non-vampire target with the lowest HP. So we actually want this repair drone in play. It's our friend! So I'm gonna do maintenance unit. Although I can't regain hit points. But I'm gonna do maintenance unit because, I don't know, I don't actually want to destroy the repair drone. I'm gonna put out Snap Decision, and then starting next turn I can focus on my innate. Top 3 cards, all also pretty good cards. Let's take out the subroutine, because that would be harder to destroy. Those are the 2 cards that will be played. And now we just need to make sure we deal enough damage to Omnitron. So yeah, actually, since we did do flat cannon, we got this. So I think we do setup stuff. So Master of Magic and then discard with this for the first time. Don't need 2 Mist Forms. Don't need 2 Star Shields. But this seems like it's a straightforward win from here. Parse makes it very straightforward. Oh no, Blood Countess Bathory, never mind, we just lost. Oh no. The best card ever were the friends we made along the way. Interpolation Beam's actually bad. Wait, how did that? Oh, was that the other component and I didn't discard it? I discarded the component, whatever. Whatever. It's fine, everything's fine. Actually, I don't want to do that. I right-clicked because that's what you do in Slay the Spire to not play a card. I don't want an external combust because that's going to take out the repair drone, which is currently targeted by infecting an air. That would destroy this card, but still. Debating whether I go into turret mode, which I would want cards under Omni Cannon for, just to destroy Interpolation Beam. It's only doing 1 damage though. not advanced or something. We'll put another maintenance unit because I totally am fine with putting equipments out against Omnitron. Actually, probably would have been better to keep that for Omnicannon. I can discard a card to play a card. Ooh. Data mining can be very helpful. All these cards are really good. We don't need the irreducible one. So, updated intel. Exploit vulnerability. Critical multiplier, critical multiplier. Critical multiplier. The villain in check. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's the last terraforming. Is this your one card play turn? Okay. So it's the subroutine on top. It could have been worse. All right, now it's time for Silver Lining. I guess actually I could have fumbling fooled the thing, but I can do it next turn. The problem is I can't really use Parse's innate power after all. So I'm always trying to mitigate the card plays factor. Unless we get another Mistbound. Could do Mists of Time so we get to that faster. Not that much faster. There's one more in my deck, and my deck is twice as big as my trash. Doesn't seem like it'd be that much faster. Heedless Slash? Maybe we play it? Oh, I don't regain hit points. Yeah, the problem is it only increases the next damage, so it's basically 1 damage off of this, but if you can get 3 of them, it's okay. But since I got them early, I'm gonna get it. Well, we can't regain hit points. Destroy a number of things. I'll put that in hand. You'll do planar banishment later so that I can redirect the damage off of it or something. And damage is happening. Hunter Philippe. Bye, repair drone. Hello, Drudge Fickle. After plating subroutine is here. Disintegration ray is back. So infecting an air is going to hit one of us. We go out. Do we go all out here? Maybe we go all out here. Get all the pluses, play all the damage powers. Oh, but the problem is with Disintegration Ray. Or, sorry, with Adaptive Plating subroutine. Guess we could discard a mode instead of doing damage. Say no, let's play ammo drop. Let's discard turret mode. Because I want to be able to play Oblivion and have, you know, all the infernal damages hitting Omnitron. You're not hitting yourself next. Let's go for as much damage as we can do this turn. Which means we do know that we need to get rid of the top card, so I'm not actually using my innate still. Damn it. Right between the lines I could do my innate. But who knows what the cards would be anyway. Discard Sedative Flechettes. And those are whatever. They're both going to be played. We don't actually have damage here. Which is a bit sad. So much for my go for broke turn. Actually, if I'm going for broke, 4 to all because I redirect from Nightmist. It's increased by 1, so it's 5. I'm gonna do that. It's a risky plan. Now the next one matters, who I target first, because Drudge Ficco would stop a destruction. But actually it's not mattering because no one's being destroyed. Oh boy. So what is this one? Is this the infecting and air damage? And then Path 3 goes off, so either way it's going to be melee, so it's not going to be increased by 1. Or no, this is the Bathory damage. No. I do want to use Uncharmed Life. So Uncharmed Life, probably for the first time I've ever used it, so that I can redirect the infernal damage. Yeah! Now you're thinking with portals. That's why I probably should have redirected it anyway, because it's +2 to Omnitron. And you're damaging Nightmist. Automaton, you poor thing. I don't think Omnitron brought his A game today. Then again, I controlled his deck at will, so I will put 3 cards underneath. You may draw a card, even if a mode card says you cannot. Okay, so how do we want to win? Between the lines would take out Omnitron. We'll have to take out the automaton drone. But syntactic analysis probably would find us a damage card. Or just let the vampires eat it. It's hard to play your A game when Parse has all the tools to screw with your A game. True. So, non-vampire target with lowest HP is Hunter Philippe, so we need to get Omnitron down to 1 for infecting an air to take it out. So deal 2 damage to Omnitron. It's actually a bit tricky. This actually Plucky Break does it. As long as critical multiplier doesn't hit setback. And then we have to take out the automaton drone, but we can do that with flat cannon. So really, we don't want this plus to go to anyone meaningful. Oh good, a repair drone. Now Omnitron's lowest. Yay! Blood Countess Bathory has turned Omnitron into Vomnitron. Woo! Victory! And that does wrap up this week's Dolphins Dive. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was LogicDolphin, the Dolphin formerly known as Lude. I am here every Thursday at 7 p.m. to play games strategically, and lately I've been focusing on Sentinels the Multiverse. Check out the other streams we do have on this channel. Every Monday at 5 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with... Handelabra Live. No, Luck of the Seamus is every day of the week, yes. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy, who are two of the leads of Handelabra. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. is Dolphin's Dive with yours truly. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays with sometimes myself, sometimes John, sometimes Seamus, and sometimes you if you claim the 20,000 Pointalabra reward. And every Sunday at 6 p.m. is Tales from the Archive with another letdown. Sentinels the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all Handelabra products that are available via Steam, iOS, and Android devices. Check out the Kickstarter for the Aeon's End, the New Age digital game. John has linked it in the chat. Check out our Twitch at twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. Our YouTube and Twitter is Handelabra. You can follow me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at LogicDolphin with none of the digits. But I believe that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good one. See you around. I should probably put some music up, huh? That was a pretty fast outro, wasn't it? I've gotten good at it. All right. Good night.